Um, as you can see, we are live on the actual site where the Avengers have saved the city from the Demogorgon attack. As you know, the Demogorgons came in a few days ago into the city and just completely ravaged it, and we were absolutely cooked if not for the Avengers, who have recently formed and have been saving the cities from these spontaneous, some would say paranormal attacks lately. Of course, we have Mr. Tony Stark. We actually had an interview with him not too long ago, if you guys remember, about this Stark Tower. And he was, talking about some of his other accolades, as he likes to talk about himself. And only for him to turn around and have to save us from the Demogorgons. So it's just been a very, very, very eventful week here for us and a lot of the civilians, even though they are extremely grateful. Of course, a lot of civilians do actually have quite a lot to say, because there are casualties, buildings being destroyed, homes being completely lost, businesses, streets. The city actually has even launched a formal investigation against the Avengers because of the way that they have just been completely ransacking, saving the city. And so we did want to connect with some of the members of the community who have been affected by the Avengers in recent timing. So let's go ahead and talk to our first civilian who has some great things, but also maybe not so great things to say to the Avengers. Let's go ahead and hand on over to them. Does anyone know how long this is gonna take? You guys told me I was gonna be interviewed like 5 minutes ago. I have a nail appointment to get to. No, obviously not the nail appointment on this street. There's nothing really left on this street. I'm talking. Idiot. What? Hi. Yeah. No. Oh, the mic. Yeah, no, I really wanted to come on here and talk because, oh my god, like, it's honestly just so crazy. The Avengers, they're like really hot and stuff, like, Captain America, don't even get started, and like, Tony Stark, like, he's got that like older daddy thing going on, it's really working for him. I'm usually not a fan of like the beard and goatee thing, but it really, really works on him. It's really good. Hulk is kind of cute, I mean, I'm not really into like the built bodybuilder type, aesthetic, but I really think the green kind of does it for me. Black Widow, I'm so straight, but if I wasn't, yeah, Spider-Man, I feel like he's a little young and immature, but I guess he's cute, like, swinging around and all that good stuff. Anyway. Oh, Thor. Oh my god, how could I forget Thor? Oh my god. Yeah. So I'm forgetting people, but still, you get the general idea. Yeah, they're kind of hot. They look great, but I literally, first of all, the place where I get my waxes, gone, blown to smithereens amongst everything else in this area when they were like fighting the Demogorgons or whatever you guys are trying to tell us that it was. The place where I used to get my nails done, I had to find a new salon because also blown to smithereens. Like, what? The place where I get my teeth whitened, gone. Also my job, blown away. Thankfully, there's like a furlough and I'm still getting paid and all that stuff, but like, that was a good job. I'm so grateful of that. them for like saving us, and like I love that. Like that's great. Like I'd love to be saved, woohoo. But like, can they just do it like a little bit nicer, like a little bit neater? Maybe like you're around here throwing demogorgons into buildings and freaking what's it called, Hulk. My friend who lives in this area said that Hulk smashed right into her house when he was doing that little jumpy thing that he likes to do that everybody thinks is so cute. He jumped right into her house, blew the place apart. Now she has nowhere to live. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get my dilemma? Like, I love that we're just out here doing all of this stuff. Like, it's just great. But like, what about the civilians? No, I know that like there was like imminent doom. Like I get it. I get that we were like literally on the verge of like being extinct or whatever. I get it. But that was a really good wax place. I don't think you understand. She got the roots. The roots. I could come in with my hair literally freshly shaved and she would still get a root. And now I have to find someone else. And not to mention, when it's time for the Brazilian ladies at home, and you gotta be all spread eagle on the table. Like, I got comfortable with my old lady. I was comfortable with her being all up in there, and now I have to find someone else, and I have to get to know them, and we have to get comfortable, and then we have to build that rapport between the two. No. I feel like a nail tech, I can find a nail tech anywhere, but that wax place, I'm really upset about that. What do you think I should be done? Or what do I think should be done? Like as punishment. I mean, they did like save us. Like, yeah, I'm gonna complain about it, but y'all are trying to punish them. They're trying to punish them. Oh no, I don't think they should be punished. I mean, yeah, they kind of did a little bit too much, but like, I guess they did save our lives. So like, well, I guess, yay. I guess as punishment, maybe they could like come to my house and like hang out with me as like punishment. What? That was a joke. Thor. Hulk even. I'll take anyone. Hell, Black Widow. But yeah, can you guys just like, when you're going about like smashing things and like saving the world, can you just do it a little bit neater and nicer and cleaner? Because like all the good stuff is gone. Like, that's all I have to say. Oh, follow me on Instagram at yes, well, as you can see, there are certain members of the community who are very, very just appalled by the way that the situation was handled. Obviously, like the person stated, follow them at, we didn't get the rest of it. They are grateful, but there are things that have been lost in the process, which really makes you think, is the Avengers really doing as much good as you would like to think? As they stated, their wax place is no longer with us, and now they have to find a new place to get their Gucci snatched. But let's not even just take it from one person. There are multiple people in the community that was willing to talk to us today, so let's go ahead and add on over to the next person that wanted to say something. I put on my good shirt for this. It's gonna be on the news, on TV, like national, like for everybody to see and on their televisions. Yeah, okay. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. You're so sweet. Yes, I wanted to you guys were saying that you were doing interviews to talk about these superhumans and the explosion, and he was fighting the bald luster guy, and he ended up blowing my barn to smithereens, and now I don't have any barn. I mean, yeah, I still have the house, and, you know, some of the farm animals, but no barn. I got farm animals with no barn. They don't have anywhere to sleep. Where are they supposed to sleep? In my living room. Okay, I've got chickens roaming all over the place because they got no coop. What am I supposed to do with that? Alright, don't even get me started on the pigs. The pigs are gone. The pigs are bacon. They were fried crispy in the explosion. Alright. I loved that he saved us. I loved that he saved us from the bald buster guy. I really do. But at what cost? Alright. It's ridiculous. They just go around flying, jumping. I hear that one of the guys, the green guy, the Hulk guy, I hear that he likes to jump like some sort of grasshopper. Ugh. They just go around flying, jumping, doing all their shooting and hooting, all hooting and hollering all over the place with no regard for the civilians. I'm so grateful. You have no idea. I think they said that luster guy was working on some sort of mind control contraption or something, and I'm so grateful that they saved us. I really am. But at what cost? Because now my livelihood is gone. Okay, I would sell what I would, you know, the stuff on the barn, and, you know, the stuff that the eggs and the chicken coop and all that stuff. That's how I would make my living, or I would eat it myself, and I would save money on groceries. But now I don't got no chicken coop. The chickens aren't gonna survive for very much longer. The pigs are bacon. Alright. I got like 2 cows left, and I'm gonna have to end up, you know what, let me not even go there. All I gotta say is I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate what they do. But there has to be a better way. There just has to be a better way. And again, I don't live here, so I don't know about these Avengers. I don't know about these Avengers. I don't know what they do exactly. This city looks awful, I'll tell you that much. Don't know exactly what they've done here. I heard about the Demogorgons and all that. Honestly, sounds like we only have one guy. Y'all got what? A lot of them. So I really do sympathize with y'all over here. And I'm so glad that they saved y'all from, you know, being blown to smithereens for the most part. But I think that they just need to be a little bit more courteous. Maybe they can do like a training class. Yeah, I heard you ask that question earlier. What could they do better? Or what the punishment or whatever you said. Maybe they could do like a training class. You know how when someone gets DUI, they have to do a training, like a driving class. Maybe they could do something like that, so that way they can stop, you know, crashing into buildings and such. I think that would be a good idea. Oh, of course, you're so welcome. Yes. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, I'm so nervous. Do I have a bat in the cave? Oh, I hope not. That would be embarrassing. No bat in the cave. You're good. Yeah, you're good. So this Superman, you say, do you have a picture? As you can see, even this is a problem that seems to be spreading, you know, across the state, across the country. As you can see, we have people from other cities, metropolis, that have come here to talk about this issue, because it is an issue that we seemingly do need to take care of. Now, we did reach out to the Avengers team, Mr. Tony Stark in particular, for an interview, and they declined to speak. But yeah, I just think that the civilians here are just tired of feeling unimportant in the grand scheme of things. And yeah, so I think that that's all that we have to say here out in the field. I'm gonna hand it back to you, Trish. No, seriously, do you have a